Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finals of the Esports Champion League. It's time now. We've got a best of 5 between Newbee and Invictus Gaming. A 1-0 advantage to Newbee, who've made their way through the winner bracket. And, well, IG, they're going to be clawing their way out of the loser bracket, having defeated Vici Gaming and now LGD earlier today to make it here to the grand finals. And, well, I'm GoDz. Joining me is going to be WinteR, who's going to be with me in just a second. WinteR, are you ready? It's grand finals time. We've got ourselves, well, the grand finals. Hello, WinteR. Are you joining me now?
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Good. Still haven't had my dinner.
Well, how's your dinner?
Still haven't had my dinner.
Oh, you haven't had it. Okay, okay. Well, I'm sorry for clawing you away. But hopefully this best of 5 Dota will be well worth holding off your dinner until later.
Please no 100-minute games.
Yes, for my sake, for your sake, and, well, for the
My
viewer's
tummy's
sake,
sick.
perhaps.
Oh, but IG opened a draft with Skyraft Mage. That's very unconventional. I mean, you only say this after all the nerfs. He used to be like first pick, like
Yeah.
just 2 months ago.
They were playing him in their earlier BO3 today when they beat LGD. Chizbug
Yeah.
playing him very well as well, so...
Yeah, I watched the replay. I watched that replay.
Yeah. So definitely, with that in mind, I think somewhat justified. But the Ancient Apparition seems to be, I mean, I don't want to say like a deny pick, but that's something which normally it's Newbee picking up the Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, but they went for the bat and the bench together. You get very strong pickoffs, solo pickoff potential, and you eliminate one of Bat Rider's counter.
Yeah. Okay.
The Sky and Ancient Apparition together just screams spell damage.
Oh, it's pretty insane the burst damage potential that you've got.
I'm thinking Zeus.
Get thrown some global ganking potential
Yeah,
as
but,
well.
but the thing is, if you go for too much spell, maybe like if you have Sky, A, and Zeus together, that's like a hero which can deal with those three well. Like like Huskar. Huskar can deal with those three heroes really well. They can't exactly kill him that easily. The Shatter is very good, but he takes very little damage from Zeus and Skyraft.
So you're saying Husker OP? We need more Husker picks.
I'm just saying Huskar is very good against
Okay.
mass spell damage.
Yeah. No. Viper is also very good if you want to go for a more standard pick, although Viper banned out very early on. So, no Viper today. No Nagas today. This is looking like my kind of Dota game. Possibly sub one hour long Dota game.
You
Dare
know
we
what,
say it.
I'm feeling with the bat and the bench, something that might work very well together. It's like the Bounty Hunter, which has got buffed a lot
Yeah.
in the recent patch with the 4-second track and the Shuriken Toss, I think was the last patch where you hit on all the track units
Yes.
with the toss.
Yep.
Yeah, but the recent one, the 4-second one, I think is even huger than the Shuriken Toss on all the track targets.
Okay. So, do you feel like Bounty's more of a offlaner, or do you play him as like that 4 position
support.
hero?
I think support,
Yeah.
yeah. Position 4 or position 5 could work, even if he has to buy wards. Because he doesn't really need to do anything, and he doesn't need any items apart from maybe just I think Blink and Tranquils on this sort of support Bounty Hunter is really good. And they have Bat and Bench, so they are looking to get a lot of small pickoffs on all over the map. And having the Bounty means your pickoff is much more worthy of your time because of the bonus track goal.
Okay. Alright. Well, we'll see if we get any new spicy picks here in the grand finals.
Yeah.
We've seen a few unusual picks throughout the tournament, mostly coming from Vici Gaming, who were running the
Techies,
Techies, Bloodseeker in the jungle.
it didn't work though.
Yeah. PPD was casting earlier, and he was like, "I don't want to talk about Bloodseeker. I've got some top secret strategies prepared." So he didn't want to say too much about the hero. So
Yeah, the hero is actually very good in certain scenarios because I think his ulti which goes through BKB is also very stuff that goes through BKB now is very valued, and the
Yeah.
silence.
I mean, you have to be running at the same time though. So if you can just stand and fight, or I mean, you can stand and cast spells,
Yeah,
you can still do quite a bit. But we'll see.
I'm really convinced. Bounty Hunter is very good. Like when I see Skyraft and AA as the enemy supports, and for example, you are the bounty. Those two are so easy kills for you as a bounty hunter. You just need your team to maybe drop a spell, and you just get a Jinada strike and a toss. Even on a support bounty hunter, you're gonna be able to kill the Skyra for sure.
And the extra movement speed from the track helps the Batrider a ton, and just in general
for sure.
synergize as
and
well.
the vision is the biggest thing for Batrider. Because he doesn't see right now with the vision nerf on the Firefly, so you just need something. Usually the teams go for either Night Stalker plus Bat together. So when it's nighttime with Axe Scepter, you just see everything, and the Bat he gets like help, a lot of help from his team by just having the vision, either from a Night Stalker or Beastmaster. Usually you go for these two together, but Bounty Hunter is also another way with the track.
Well, for now, it's going to be an Anti-Mage. Hey, the Bounty Hunter still works with this. I mean, it's a good hero to create some space for the Anti-Mage, run him as a support with the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, but I'm not sure though, because it's Newbee. They usually don't pick stuff that are so unusual.
They're gonna stick with newbie heroes, I imagine. And if you're IG and you see this Anti-Mage trick, IG are normally a team who try and like team fight / kind of steamroll around the 10 to 15 minute mark. I feel like even when they pick these kind of aggressive, high burst damage supports, they like to get their levels, kind of do their laning thing, and then around that 10-15 minute mark, they really start taking control of the game.
Not to mention about his spell shield in this game. Like I just talked about the spell damage, AA and Scarab, and now they pick Anti-Mage. Natural resistance to spell, so it helps a lot. It's a lot harder for the two heroes to kill. Okay, Doom again.
It's been kind of one of the big heroes of this tournament. We saw it being first picked yesterday in various series.
Did they actually first pick? Because I saw a Doom game as well.
It was it was first 2 picked in the previous series, and yesterday was actually the actual first pick in the LGD versus
LGD IG.
Was it LGD IG?
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember. But they are gonna go for the Visage, so no shenanigans with the Bounty Hunter. Like Visage is also a way to, if you run in with the Familiars first, you're gonna give vision for the Batrider if the bench doesn't have the Howl. So these are good heroes that synergize really well with the Batrider.
Yeah. And this is something Newbee also do, where they always leave Moose hero to last. They really don't prioritize picking his hero up earlier in the draft.
Yeah.
They'll wait to see how the draft pans out and then kind of see what fits.
They want to give him a very good 1v1 matchup. It's just like when you watch Mushi's team play, like the old DK. They always like to give him that 1v1 matchup in middle where he has the edge all the time, and he's going to be able to snowball from that. For Mu, he's sort of like the same type of player.
Yeah. It often Mu almost feels like some games, not always, he's kind of sometimes acts as like the main carry for the team, and it's just how who's there taking farm
Space maker.
creating space to a large extent. We saw the game where Mu was morphling yesterday, and they had the Spectre in the team. Sure, How was on a Spectre, which is a true carry, but his job was to just gank and create space for Mu to do really well in this morphling. And wow, this draft just suddenly ended. So we get an Invoker last pick for Newbee, and then a PA insta-reply.
Evasion, Windrun and PA.
This Windrun kind of Windrun or whatever you want to call it, kind of known for being like a mid hero for the most part as of late. And this
maybe aggressive trialing, because they have Windranger, AA and Skyrock, very powerful triple lane.
Yeah.
They want to go on the anti-mage lane, and they have greedy supports with the Visage. Visage is very weak for the first few levels, but very powerful when he hits level 6.
If no one can match up against that trial, and there's nothing Newbee can send that would do well against it.
They have the chilling touch, and and 3-range heroes basically.
It would mean they'd have to put Doom maybe like 1v1 against the Batrider, which isn't the worst.
But I think the trade-off could be, if they are thinking to shut down the AM. I mean, Doom has not such an easy time against Batrider, but you have Devour, and if you get the Alpha Aura if you just happen to get it at level 1, then you'll be able to fight with the Batrider in terms of last hitting very well, because you get a lot more damage than him.
Well, Hal's immediately heading up top, so Newbee possibly looking to dodge this. We'll see him on the Anti-Mage for Newbee, with the 1-0 lead in this best of 5 Grand Finals. Banana on the Vengeful Spirit. Mu going to be on the Invoker. Has picked up a Blades of Attack. We'll see if he goes Quasi-Wex or the Quasi-Exhort. Rabbit going to be on the Batrider, and Sancheng on the Visage. IG sweeping on through the jungle here, and it's Luo leading the way on the Doom. Chuan on the Skywrath Mage, Ferrari on the PA, Chisbug on the AA, June on the Wind Ranger, and that's going to be the Invictus Gaming team. It seems Luo is maybe staying down bottom. Well, actually, no, they've got the ward behind tower.
They're going to change up the lane, so they are not going. Did they actually see Rabbit down there?
They haven't seen Rabbit anywhere at this. Oh, Rabbit on the bat right? No, I don't think they've seen him at all. But
they're actually going to switch up their. Is PA going top?
PA's mid, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think PA just wants the rune.
Oh, he actually didn't even. Oh, he took the rune.
Yeah. And we're seeing this more where mid heroes will actually go fight for the bounty rune and then forget their block. Yeah.
Much more worth it. If you get the bounty rune, it's definitely worth it. Better than getting the block because it's 2 creeps, 2 CS.
Alright, so the lane swapping going to happen. It looks like Anti-Mage is like, well, they're actually not offensive trialing. I can go bottom. And
they are going bottom. Look at the supports. They're like, they see the Anti-Mage not there, then they're just going go bot.
No smoke for the AA and the Skywrath Mage, but they are making their way down bottom. They're going to just chase this Anti-Mage around the map, it feels like, right now.
And it looks like it's going to be a Quas-Vax Invoker too, because he's going for the Blades of Meta. You usually only do this on Quas-Vax Invoker. You don't do this on Exalt Invoker.
Both teams kind of playing around with the lanes, looking to fake out their opponents a bit. The Observer Ward behind the tower here is going to give a pretty good vision of what Newbee are up to. Newbee going for a very early pull. There's been a stack here in this medium camp. They've got the pulls going already.
They can contest this right away with the
I think you really want to. Otherwise, you're going to lose out so much rank speed. They actually missed the double pull. Or Chuan, I think, comes in and messes it up a little bit.
This ward here actually blocks the big camp. This is not very good for the Doom because he wants to get a big creep and they actually blocked it.
If you get a Centaur in this medium camp, you're in an okay position, but no Centaurs having spawned just yet.
Probably the most ideal creep for him to get is the Aura, the Satyr. Then they can just trade harass and they have the regen up. The regen all around their side.
Could go for a Harpy, get that Chain Lightning. That's
that as well. But it's
good damage.
Yeah. He's actually going to leave the lane. He gets the Orb of Venom and he's going to leave the lane to the jungle. I think he's going to look for a creep and come back. Maybe later.
Maybe look for a creep and then get a smoke and find a gank somewhere on the map.
Yeah, it's all the Doom players have been doing that.
Yeah.
Like yesterday and today. In all the games I see, the teams pick the Doom. He sees Wild Wing and he's not gonna. Oh, he gets the damage.
Okay. It's not the best ganking creep. I mean, for the Trilon, it does give everyone bonus damage, but it's not like an Ursa Clap or a Centaur Stomp or an Ensnare. Well, Ensnare's not that good because it costs so much mana, but yeah, Ursa Clap has been one of the popular ones.
Yeah, the thing is, like, your mana pool only allows you to do one Ursa Clap for your mana.
This mid lane does need to be careful.
Is he going to try and gank top because he has a haste though, but the ward actually sees him running up.
Yeah, Rabbit has Firefly as well, and even the value point in the Flame Break.
Yes, TP on the Wind Ranger. Are they going to change up the lanes? Doom comes top and Wind Ranger goes bottom. He has TP ready.
It's possible. Yeah, June's TP
bottom. This was actually the plan all along. They wanted to go triple lane and they were thinking that they expected the AM to go top. Yeah, that's not.
We'll see what Hao does. He can pick up a TP scroll and go top himself if he wants to, and yep, he's going to do just that.
Ring. This is just like dodging.
Well, Luo going to find a new friend in his lane in just a second now. Rabbit is going to just Firefly down the big camp here, and they're actually going to go in on Luo here. Full side of Scorched Earth and make him.
He's going to want to devour the big creep. Steal the big creep maybe.
Comes in. First blood actually happens down bottom lane. They lose the Vengeful Spirit as Doom gets a Devour off, and the Vengeful Spirit going down. Having just the dual lane against the tri-lane, it looks like IG found an opening to engage.
Yeah, this is just a really good move by IG. They know that they're very clear of their plan. They need to pressure the Visage and AM. They can't give them a good start. All these rotations show that this was their plan all along, and they actually paid off getting the first blood on the bench, which was really huge. He has a smoke now though. Maybe they can try to go mid, but they need 2 heroes, I think, for the PA. It's not easy to kill the PA.
Ferrari getting some harass at the mid lane. Mugen to throw out Tornado Cold Snap. That's his mana pool. They did not do any damage to the PA.
That was all his mana, and PA is going to be safe until the Invoker ferries some some clarity. He's gonna get his face boots. Yeah, he has his face boot right now. Needs one more last hit. I think he wants clarity.
Oh, nope, career's already coming. No clarity.
Alright, so there won't be any killing potential on the middle lane anytime soon. Either gets
Yeah.
Invis, goes down to bottom lane. Not sure if they can actually get a kill. Unless the A is extremely out of position, then they might be able to get a kill on the A, but they're not going to kill the Wind Ranger.
No. And I believe, yeah, the Observer Ward scattered out the Invis room pickup, so IG should know this is coming their way. And they have rotated one of their supports up top, so...
This is really good for them. They realize that as soon as the AM goes top, someone has to go up to help the Doom so that they can actually control the anti-mage. If it's 1v1, the AM will be able to farm a lot of creeps on the lane.
Yeah.
And now they smoke, is it? Oh no, he still is in this, the Bat Rider. They're really gonna try and make a kill happen here. But the Wind Ranger is a very, very difficult kill.
I think they're trying to bait in IG. They're hoping IG go on the Visage and they can counter gank maybe, but IG are just passively farming the lane.
They know that the Bat Rider is missing. And
Yeah.
he's not jungling because there's a ward here. They can tell if he's actually jungling or not. So he's up to something. And the A is playing at a very good far back position, which doesn't allow any opening for Newbee to capitalize on.
Well, the start, I would say, definitely favoring IG. Not just the first blood, but just kind of getting good farm in all three lanes. PA, Ferrari 430 actually topping the CS charts right now. Winning this middle lane so far.
PA against Invoker is actually a very good matchup for PA. Invoker does a lot of like right click harass damage, and PA has evasion to deal with a lot of that, and he has very good base damage for the first few levels. Oh, here comes the gank.
A little sneak attack out of the Roshan pit. They're going to get the kill, and then Haste's going to be taken.
He might have actually survived if he actually went right to the rune and he got the haste.
Yeah. I guess if he went for the rune, he gets stunned, and then IG just take the rune. I think IG would have picked...
If he gets the rune,
I mean, Newbee would have taken the rune. But
yeah, he would have had a slight chance of surviving, but still goes down. But at least it wasn't first blood, so... And he rebuilt the smoke from Newbee, so I guess it wasn't all that bad for them.
Well, I think that was... Newbee smoked in to just, like, lay a trap there. They were hiding in the Roshan pit, waiting for that.
Yeah, they were hiding in the Roche pit.
Yeah. The Roshan pit is OP hiding spot.
Yeah, this spot is actually very, very, very good.
It's like my new Curious. I don't no longer go for Curious snipes. It's always I tell my team at level 1 to come hide in the Roshan pit with me to get first blood.
Lane, they're gonna get a shackle on Banana with the chilling touch.
Yeah. June leading things off with a nice little shackle, but he gets stunned under the tower and whew, Solar Assumption blows him up.
That damage.
Yeah. That's some serious DPS, well, burst damage coming out of the Newbee supports. You don't mess around with Visage.
No, you don't. He's very close to his level 6 already after that. He's 5 and a bit, so he'll probably get a level 6 if he gets a kill or he gets like a pull. He can only pull at 8 minutes if he wants to. I'm gonna place a ward here, but getting that level 6, he's gonna get that level 6 on a very good timing.
Oh. Let's see what IG's next move is going to be. They got Lure, who's got some early fast phase boots. He's just going to keep on farming his lane for the time being, and
bottom lane.
It's level 6, but yeah, bottom lane once again.
They want to kill the AA.
How is level 6, so they have got the Mana Void, and June not really killable with Wind Run, phase boots, and Magic Stick, but the AA would be... Well, I guess if you bring in more heroes, he is killable, but the Venge Anti-Mage can probably only kill the AA, and here we go, Chuan at the bottom rune.
Oh no, Chuan is dead probably? Oh, no mana for Lasso.
And also slowed down by the concussive shot, so looks like they may be considering chasing it. Throws a tornado out from afar again.
But here comes the A and the Wind Ranger. They're caught in a bad place. Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah. How gonna blink forward? Look for the body blocks. Lewis got a Doom though. Throws it on How. That shackle shot not gonna land. He needed that shackle shot. Rabbit stuck on the high ground though. Chuan now comes in. He can just look to right click down How, throw out a few nukes as well. So far a 1-for-1 trade. Vengeful Spirit for the extra person. How still doomed up. Couple more right clicks gonna be needed. Ferrari gonna get the kill. He moves on to the next target as well. Looking for Moo. Gets him with the Stifling Dagger. It's a 2-for-3 trade. And Moo gets blinked on from afar. Ferrari gets with another dagger. He wants to dive for Moo. Tornado gonna be used just to stop the chase, but Ferrari gets vision. Stunned into the tower. He may have made a mistake here. A big, big mistake. Warns up, has a regen rune. Gonna pop it. And the evasion also. Oh, the evasion kicks in. He still has the regen rune. Now he blinks on the Banana. Banana's like, how the hell do you still have full HP? Banana underneath his own tier 1 tower is gonna get taken out by the Skywrath Mage. IG win a big team fight in the bottom river that moves to the mid lane and come out on top.
That poor man should did some serious work and the evasion.
That evasion underneath the tower when he popped the regen rune, I think it was a creep hit and a tower hit that both got
Yeah,
evaded.
he blocked like 2 or 3 shots, I think.
And still had the regen rune. He just wanted to use it to make sure he didn't die. In the end, it turns out RNG favors him and back to full HP.
Oh well, but Visage is gonna get his level 6 at around 10 minutes. That's still a decent timing for him. He did die just now, that slowed him down. And he has 1k gold. He can go for a medallion if he wants to right now. Maybe the bench is the one going for the medallion, but either way they can get it right now if they want to. Maybe if it's C9 they would actually try to smoke the Visage and the bench and try to do the rush with 2 supports.
Yeah. If they had like a good DPS hero, like a carry of like a Drow Ranger or a Terrorblade, maybe.
Visage. You can do it with the Visage and the bench if you go early, because Rosh isn't that strong.
Yeah.
If you have medallion.
No medallion just yet. Doesn't seem to be the plan.
Point booster? Did he get a point? No, he got an arcane boost. So.
On Sansheng.
Yeah, he got. That's actually really strange.
That is not your everyday Visage first item.
Point booster would be always like if you're worried about the mana. I guess because they have the other support is bench and you don't want bench to get arcanes. And generally you want one of the supports to have arcane boots.
IG now making a move towards mid lane. FaZe and Midas on Lewis Doom. He's off to a fantastic start and Moog could be in some trouble here. Doom available, they'll lead with the dagger and concussive. Double slow. Doomed up as well. Moog done for. And Ferrari finds himself with some additional kills.
This IG is a totally different IG from the last month or so.
Yeah, IG yesterday looked pretty questionable, I would say. Like, even their first opening day when they got 2-0'd by they got 2-0'd by LGD when LGD had a stand-in.
They look really good now today.
Yeah.
This game. And look, the smoke here is gonna get dispelled by the Invis PA. Oh dear.
They're looking really good. The strategies, the overall team play is great, and
the team play is the main thing. The team play has been really good for IG.
Yeah. They've had some great individual plays too. Like June on his Slark earlier today was just insane. I mean, he played as good a Slark as you can play. So it's all coming together for IG. And considering they're going to be going to Star Ladder in like 10 days' time and competing against some of the top Western teams, this is a scary looking squad.
Yeah, but they're going with Burning, right? Is it
Burning instead of Chuan, I believe?
They're not going with this roster.
No. I think Burning is replacing Chuan for that event. It's kind of like a 6-man squad at the moment, but it's a 6-man squad where they're always swapping down roles anyway, so it's not like you're breaking up the support duo or something. It feels like IG, one day you'll see June on offlane, one day he's on carry, and one day Luo's on offlane, one day he's on carry, another day he's playing support, so definitely a bunch of very flexible players on this IG side.
Yeah, and the A is gonna get a -3 soon. He has 1.2k with the Gloves of Ace. That's also because that's gonna boost up his experience into that level 16 Ice Blast.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say IG looking fantastic right now, and Newbee probably feeling a bit under pressure here. They're making a move towards the top lane.
This is the first gang with the blink, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think IG even know it's up, but I could be wrong on that.
They have to get the kill, you know. The first blink gank on the Bat Rider is so crucial.
Yeah, and Doom positioned very far back. Ferrari will get scattered up by an observer, what it looks like.
Oh, they see Ferrari. Oh dear.
He's already cleared the camp. Rabbit, I think, maybe getting scouted by the Doom.
Oh, the Doom!
Oh, gets the Scorched Earth off at least, so he is healing up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough, and gets burst down, but here comes Retaliation. IG going to hit the slow into Banana, and looks like with the Stifling Dagger, this could be enough to maybe bring down Banana. Ice Blast from afar. Ferrari going to go in for the kill here, but he gets burst down himself. Nicely played there. Shackle Shot comes in too late, does catch onto 2, and June now taking another Soul Assumption. Sancheng just dropping nukes left, right, and center.
That was close.
Yeah, Skywrath Mage going to burst one down. And
that buff on the range of the power shot. Did you see where he shot that power shot from?
He was bloody far away.
He was here. Oh my god, that range.
It's a 2-for-2 trade, but I'd say favoring Newbee. Considering they're a little bit behind their first blink gank and they're creating space for Hao and the Anti-Mage, forcing IG to rotate their entire team up towards that top lane.
Yeah, they are gonna be getting a Midas on the Evoker to try and catch up bottom lane. door getting stunned up.
He's manning up. He's fine. Won't get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, but
I think he just wanted to stop the bench from swapping him because he knew that he still has swap after stun the Terror, so to make sure he lives.
June gonna make his way down towards the bottom lane, and first item drums for the Wind Ranger. Not your everyday Wind Ranger item, but
not very usual item build.
Yeah.
Usually you try to get like either a Maelstrom. Nowadays you try to get a Blink or 4-staff, then a Maelstrom.
Yep. We'll see how things work out there, but it does give him a lot of good stats and just can help out his team. I mean, IG, around this 15-minute mark, they're always trying to fight and get very aggressive. So from that point of view, the drum charges maybe going to help them take those fights. But 4-staff is kind of a similar thing where you can use it to get some good initiation off. Blink, Lasso, mid lane, Ferrari. The bird drops as well.
The miss!
All the RNG in the world, not going to save him there. Now here comes the counter chase. Nice Ice Blast. They've already lost one on the Invoker, possibly a second with Sanshek.
Power shot!
Oh, he's not going for it. You got to go for it.
Shot.
Turn around.
Power shot.
Fire. Oh.
Oh well.
Sansheng, I guess he had quite a bit of HP still left over there,
But he had the Ice Blast thing on him. Yeah, the frostbite. He might have gotten a kill by power shot. But nevertheless, that was a really good shackle from June that set up the kill, the return kill on the Invoker.
And June's a Dota 2 player, man. Highest MMR player in the world, as far as legitimate MMR players go.
Really? He's the highest in China?
Highest in the world. He's 7.7k. And there's one person like on America who's higher than him, but they're not exactly a legitimate player.
He's not a player, right? He just plays the heroes.
So
showing his worth with the last two fights he got the 2-man shackle.
Yeah, June is one of those players who just seems to pick up anything and do just fine. He played the Slark earlier today, his Clockwork, that went mid earlier for IG as well.
I think his Clockwork was really good as well the other day.
His Clockwork's really impressive, so I gotta say, June is definitely an upcoming star in the Chinese scene, but we'll see what IG can do now. They're gonna smoke up, make their way down towards this bottom lane, probably hunting the Anti-Mage, who is inching closer to his Battle Fury.
He still has quite a long way, right? He has 2 components and 600 gold. Yeah, that's quite a long way.
He is far away from his Battle Fury.
They just need to be able to kill him one time before he gets his Battle Fury within the next few minutes. Then they'll be in a very convincing lead. The game, kill him one time, probably get Roche or secure some map control with getting the tier 1 towers. Then IG will be in a fantastic position.
Well, both teams smoking up, neither finding one another. Newbee go through the IG jungle, IG go through the Newbee jungle, and, well, it's flat out, they just miss each other. It looks like
Bat Rider almost has 4-staff, that's huge.
He is, for a Bat Rider, this is a fantastic game for Rabbit. 0-0-5 and looking to make some damage onto this tier 1 mid tower, but IG already seem to be rotating some heroes towards it. They want to get this tier 1 bottom tower themselves before they rotate mid, but the Ice Blast will do a good job to actually stall this push as well. Catches 2 heroes and
barely hits the bench, but they're still going to be able to get this tower. The Familiars, they're going to get it quicker than IG.
Yeah, looks like it's okay. TP coming in now. Wind Ranger just in the front lines. Can they even get the deny? Not going to happen. Visage gets the last hit. Tornado helps get the retreat, and now in goes the Bat Rider with the lasso, but gets shackled. I think he'll get first down here. Twan taking a bit of damage himself, but gets earned up and be A-okay.
He didn't lose that much gold. I think he only lost 100 gold or something. He bought a TP, so it was not so bad for the Bat Rider. And they're gonna get a second if they get this tower at top. Oh, he gets doomed.
But you've got no detection.
No, it does.
Ice Blast. If this hits.
Blast?
Oh my gosh! It's gonna be close.
He's dead. He's dead.
What a play coming out from the Ancient Apparition. Chizbug has been one of the, I don't want to say MVPs for IG. I mean, everyone on IG has been playing well, but he's been playing particularly well, I'd say, as a support over the last couple of days.
Yeah, the last few games was really good by him. But in the end, we shouldn't question the Doom. Maybe he knew the Ice Blast. Probably the Ice Blast was going top to the tower because they were pushing the tower. And he was like, oh, okay, there's an Invoker here. And he stopped before he reached the tower. Then he got the kill.
With Invoker on the sidelines, IG gonna try to get this top tier 1 tower, but rotation's already coming, and Bat Rider, no 4-staff just yet. If Rabbit had a 4-staff here, getting this would be easy. The Ice Vortex, I think, maybe scouts out Rabbit. Nope, he's going to get in from the side. Catches out Luo, gets silenced up, and gets burst down by the Skywrath Mage, but does get the Doom. 1-for-1 trade.
That was actually really hurt the Bat Rider a lot. He's not going to get his first
Yeah.
but they're going to get another kill.
Oh, and Moo now just in the Ghost Walk in the front line. Shackle going to catch Sancheng as well. They're going to find another kill. These Shackles from June. Just finding target after target. They're slow into Moo now. He's going to be careful. Does not have any spells up. Can invoke to something like a Tornado. Will do so, but it's on cooldown. Uh-oh. Moo does get some TP support. That's the Anti-Mage coming in. The Mana Void is available. Anti-Mage gets it off onto the Skywrath Mage. A lot of damage will bring down one. And now the Wind Ranger tornadoed up. June out of mana.
Saw his mana.
Can drums.
Charge.
And, well, hold on to the wand until he has enough for a win run. Not enough, though. Maybe need to wait for that blink and get a couple more charges, so we'll see.
It was like seven shot of win run.
Yeah, if he waited for like another blink, he could have used the wand a bit later and maybe escaped. That was a big fight for Hao, though. He got a couple of kills out of that one, has his Treads Battle Fury, has 1200 gold now.
Yeah, it was a very good TP in by the carry, coming at the right time. He held his TP for quite some time until they pursued. Like, some players might have TP'd a lot earlier, but he waited until they were chasing the Invoker to a tier 2 before he actually TP'd in. That was a really good play by Hao. Holding that TP until the right time. And they're gonna get Luo again? Oh, he's dead.
He is in no man's land. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing farming that far up. He has got his Ag Scepter.
He was just too greedy.
Yeah. Did buy his
like
items.
I said, he bought all his items, didn't lose gold, but Bat Rider gets the last hit, so that'll be his 4-star.
Yep. Still not really worth it. Lewis, he's just suddenly ridiculously farm. He died at top lane kind of in slightly, I don't know, it wasn't the worst fashion.
That was like they had no vision, so you can't really say much. And he was running into the jungle and he got caught. But this one was just like he was farming way too deep. And here comes the Shackle! Oh my god!
Oh, Hao getting swapped out. The Ice Blast is there, though. He's still silenced up.
Die?
One more Arcane Bolt. Gonna try follow him down. Meanwhile, on the right side, Banana trying to TP out will not do so. Hao is okay. Easy survive.
Look at his skill build. That skill build made him survive.
Max Spell Shield, yeah. What a player.
No stats, Arena.
He's got 2 in stats. 2 stats and Max Spell Shield.
Oh yeah, 2 stats, yeah.
No,
Not the burning build. But this game I think this build is much better because of
ridiculous amount of magic damage. June has now gone back to that 4-star, by the way, so we do see that mobility item on the Wind Ranger, and I feel like almost needs to transition into at least some kind of a DPS machine on the Wind Ranger.
Looking at the farm, the AM is already, his AM suddenly is already top of the chart, top of the net worth after all the last 2 fights.
Yep.
He was so far behind after the laning phase, but now he's just proves that he caught up very well in this game. This game might go actually really late, like around 40 or 50. Because both sides have very good late game, and at the present moment, like no one is like very comfortable to take a fight.
It is always a bit annoying to play against a PA's Anti-Mage because you do kind of get forced into getting an MKB. Then you're also playing against a Doom, so I feel like in a lot of ways IG's late game is maybe that little bit more potent.
Oh, got them.
No way out of this one. Anti-Mage is up there, but decides, well, can't really go in. To me, Doom is one of those heroes in this game. Like, even though Luo's been caught out once or twice, it's like, you go late game, having an Aghanim Scepter Doom is just one of those kind of game-breaking spells.
Building Shackle. Another Shackle landing.
Caught him. Nice swap out from Banana. Moo still, though. Oh, Mystic Flare! Almost brings him down. They lose the Vengeful Spirit, and he's gonna be okay.
They're gonna chase Sansheng.
I think they realize Invoker's low on HP and can't really fight, as he resummons the birds just to give himself some protection.
Yeah, still, that was a bench kill, and they might actually be able to damage this tower quite a lot. Maybe even take the tower. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just gonna try and hit a bit. No. Just
Play safe. Rotate back bottom, stop the Anti-Mage from doing too much damage to him.
Bat Rider is looking for the Doom yet again.
Yeah. Luo's backed off already. He's up to 1500 gold, so maybe a BKB we're seeing sometimes, like Ag's BKB builds.
On the PA?
On the Doom.
BKB, yeah. BKB this game, I think he's gonna get it, but I'm not sure if you get it right now or you want to get a blink first. Maybe he just gets the BKB first because he doesn't really need the blink so badly. He just needs to be able to survive at the moment.
I feel like IG are happy to go late game because they've got Doom, PA, and then their Ancient Apparition is really fun because he's got this Midas. He's most of the way to an accept.
Wind Ranger is also a very strong hero late game. People just underestimate the hero sometimes, but his ultimate is very strong late game.
I feel like IG have a significant edge in the late game. You're up against an Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage, he's going to peak, and then he's going to fall off when you go really late game. So
yeah, I think both sides have their strengths in the late game as well. Like Newbee have better pick off, depth of bench. That means that they have a lot more damage with the aura, and the sword will always be there to save your core. So they still have stuff going their way, and the Bat Rider.
Observer Ward goes down. They actually do scout out some of the Newbee heroes now. IG decide to just fully back off, and well, they're actually going to scout this Observer Ward here with the Sentry, but Chuan, do not stick around and D-Ward. This is not the time to do so.
That's not worth trading a life for that.
Yeah, here goes Rabbit though. In hot pursuit, already using the Firefly. Oh, Luo. He even turned for a second there. He's still alive for now, and nothing to really get him out of there. No Force Staffs, and he hasn't got the Venge on his side. But once again, the Bat Rider pays for that kill with his life, and the chase is on. They want more Sansheng. Has the Ice Blast effect on him for a little bit. Does wear off now, but he's getting right-clicked down by the PA and the Wind Ranger. Focus Fire even coming into play as well. So 2-for-1 trade in the end. Anti-Mage split pushing top, but will be dealt with by the Ferrari TP in, so it still seems like a win for IG, even though they lose Luo, who's kind of slightly out of position again.
Yeah, but the Wind Ranger this game, he's not going to build into those damage items. He's going into utility. Oh, the bench is camping in, waiting for backup to arrive.
Okay.
Actually try.
They're going to try
Oh, they're low on mana. Chuan and CH is low on mana.
June's the target they want to go for, but he gets off the Wind Run! Really nice reaction from June. That Wind Run maybe just saves his life there.
Oh, the Mana Void! Oh dear. I think if he actually casted the Mana Void on who has more mana, actually Wind Ranger has more mana. I was thinking maybe he could have gotten more damage if he cast it on the Skyrim.
That reaction time from June though, he casted Wind Run as the magic missile was used from like the high ground. He responded so fast. That saved his life.
That actually, yeah, definitely. But he's going, like I mentioned, he's going for the utility build. He went for Orb. The Scythe or the Lincolns would be really good this game, but I guess it's more likely the Scythe just to deal with the Anti-Mage. When you're up against Anti-Mage, you would always want to build at least one Scythe on your team to be able to deal with him when the game goes longer.
Yeah. Doom has gone back for the Blink, so BKB maybe going to be his next item, but for now, Blink Dagger it is.
I think he was actually considering to get the BKB first, though. Then he felt like maybe because on the last few fights he was actually getting caught off all the time by the Bat Rider first, and he figures that I might actually need the blink so that I can stay further back. Otherwise, the same thing will happen again and again.
Yeah.
He just felt that he's gonna just get the blink first before he gets his BKB.
Alright, well, CIG just have to sit back, get their farm on. They've got double Midases going, they've got Devour Gold, they've got a lot of good farm coming their way, and for Newbee, well, how he's just getting started. Has the Manta, Battle Fury, and
just getting started. I like how you said it.
He's 3k net worth ahead of anyone on the Dire side, but this is just the beginning of your anti-mage fun.
The fun just started, right?
Yeah. Luo, his Blink Dagger does get scattered out by the familiars.
They're gonna go for Roche now. It's a good play. They saw the AM pushing up top lane. They just went for...
Yeah. And then more TPs going top, so no way you can really contest this. They do scout it out, but it's a DD rune on the PA as well. They're going to back off. It's just an Invoker here. If they knew it was just an Invoker, I think they'd go back in and finish off Roshan.
I think they still want to. Like, Ferrari is insisting, I have DD, guys. I want to do it.
Yeah, they see the anti-mage top. They're still scared of a 4v5 fight, I guess.
Yeah, they're not sure, because they are thinking maybe the Invoker and the Familiars will be able to create a lot of hassle for them to get Roshan, and AM will get a lot of space to push the top lane, so it was quite dangerous for them. Yeah,
not to mention a Bat Rider around the Roshan pit can be very pesky. Centaur stun on 2. Better watch out.
They saw Chuan.
Uh-oh, Chuan. Caught in no man's land. Ice Blast will come through. Does not end up landing. Doom with a blink. Could doom someone. Does get caught in the tornado though. Ferrari now going in. Sancha gets shackled up, and Luo still with a Doom in hand. We'll have to see who he's actually going to go for with this one. Catches Banana in the ensnare, and you see Banana go down as well. Moo gets doomed up now. Nice blink forward from Luo. and that's going to be a dead Invoker. So a 3-for-1 trade in the end for
That actually worked
IG.
out in the end for them not doing. If they actually insisted in finishing the rush, they wouldn't have got that fight.
Yeah, they would have probably lost it. Well, they did lose their tier 2 tower anyways, but now they go back for Roshan, and
Yeah, it
Also
was
well
in
done
the
as
end
well.
it was in the end a good call.
Ferrari's going to pick up a Yasha for himself, so what a good item progression coming out from the PA. Especially considering with like no Battle Fury, no Midas or anything, you're not going to keep up and farm with the Anti-Mage. I feel like PA's done
Yeah,
as good as you can.
There's no way you can keep up if you don't have a battle free. AM is the fastest.
Yeah. Yeah, no one really has... I guess Doom can come close. If he hadn't been picked off as many times as he had with Midas and Devour, he could maybe compete with Anti-Mage, but he's just been dying a few too many times. But even so, you don't have to keep
If he hasn't died, yeah, I agree. He's gonna be on par at least.
Yeah. I mean, for Newbee, well, for IG, if you know Anti-Mage is ahead of you on farm, I don't think you're worried.
It's going to happen because you can't really catch him, but you just need to make sure that you have the necessary equipments to deal with him later. Because AM is a hero which you want to keep speed pushing all the time, and if you have a hero like Doom and Wind Ranger getting a Scythe, you're gonna be able to have the options to always find openings to catch him. And during late game scenario, you get one pick off his changes a lot, and middle lane Rabbit gets a pick off on his Skyrim. Bench can pull out with stun, but
Ferrari goes in though. Ferrari wants to fight. The Ice Blast is there as well, and Rabbit gets swapped into it. Oh dear. Nice BKB from Ferrari. Being able to fight those.
That was a good trade in the end, getting the bat for the Skyrim.
Yeah. I'll take it. Ferrari does use his 10-second BKB, which is, I guess, the one kind of loss for IG as well, on top of the Skywrath Mage.
And looking at the other heroes at the moment, Wind Ranger is actually quite close. I think he's gonna go for a Hex or stun on Ferrari.
Got the evasion though, blinks the low ground, but he's gonna get blown up, and Luo needs to find a Doom target, goes on the How. How has not got a chance to survive this one, I don't think. Does get mech'd up, and that mech could save his life. We'll see June on the run, but he can turn and fight fairly soon. He's still very, very healthy. How realizes he's dead, and he just wants to turn and get some kills, but Shackle onto Sansheng. Sansheng was kind of maybe looking for a deny on the Anti-Mage. Buyback coming from the Vengeful Spirit. June now going to focus fire down Sansheng, and the concussive shots, Sansheng's got no escape. Mu also on the receiving end of a lot of damages. Skywrath gets that kill, and
it turns sour really quickly.
Oh, and Rabbit, he's got a
Shackle?
blink and force
Shackle?
staff.
Oh, that was close. He almost got vision for the Shackle.
Yeah. I don't know what Rabbit was doing there. He was holding onto his blink and force staff for a long, long time. Oh, and here's some fun. Chizbug with the Ag Scepter.
Here's some fun. Yeah, but the AMs, what? What just happened? Alright.
Rabbit, uncharacteristic play from him, just...
Did they have vision there? Or something?
Yeah, it must have just thought IG had backed off, but that was a freebie, if I've ever seen one.
And suddenly, this game just got a lot tougher for Newbee.
Oh yeah, that's an understatement.
AM actually even got a BKB. He's trying to... I'm not sure trying to fight, but it's the right call though. Because it seems like from the last few fights...
He's just gonna get doomed up every fight.
Yeah, like with the Acceptor Doom, your spell shield doesn't work. So you're gonna die even if you have a BKB, it doesn't matter.
If he gets doomed, even if he gets swapped out and force staffed away, I feel like his HP pool isn't there to really survive the Ag's doom.
Yeah, definitely. And PA is a very good hero chasing down targets, so it doesn't matter if you get forced out by your team or you get swapped, PA can still chase you down as long as you're doing.
Ferrari now Manta style complete. This PA getting very tanky.
Oh, he actually went for the Manta style.
Yeah. The EE Summer build. He loves his Manta style on PA. It's pretty good. I like it because if you jump on someone like a Venge, like you force the Venge to turn and stun you, but then you just Manta dodge it.
You can actually disjoin the stun, or you can use it to dispel the slow from the visage. It's actually quite useful.
I think it's pretty nice on the PA.
I was thinking you might actually just want to just get the Abyssal so that they have another extra lockdown for the anti-mage.
Yeah.
But either way, AM is gonna be... I think he should actually try and focus more on split pushing and with the AM plus the familiars on... Like they can push 2 lanes with the familiars and the AM and just try to buy time with the Tornado EMP and maybe Firefly taking out creep waves. At this point of time, I think trying to fight is not a very good idea for Newbee unless they get like a pick off right from the get-go with the Bat Rider Lasso.
Yeah, and that's where
They take
the
a fight.
the
They take
BKB
a
pickup
fight.
seems
Right.
odd. If you
Yeah. If they get a 5v4 fight, maybe they can win, but on a 5-on-5 fight at the moment, I think IG is much stronger.
see, IG just you found a few more items, and they've got a Hex on the Invoker now. So this is actually going to help a little bit with dealing with the PA evasion.
Yeah, like imagine you have a Scythe on your Invoker now and you split push 2 lanes. Like IG's heroes, they don't really clear out the wave that quickly apart from WinRanger. So there will be windows of opportunity for you to catch when IG has to defend and push the lane when you split push with your familiars and
Yep.
AM. And the Hex on the Ghost Walking Invoker comes to play.
And that's where you can negate the BKB of someone like Luo, negate the evasion and BKB of the PA if you get that Hex initiation off. So this is a pretty big item
different
pickup.
teams would play this situation differently. I know if it's C9, I've been watching a lot of their games, they would actually maybe get a Bad Rider, Boots of Travel this game.
Oh yeah.
And they split push with Visage and AM, and Invoker will just be moving around trying to find pickles, and they will never try to fight head on.
Yeah, I don't think if this was Bone 7, probably would not have even got like the 4-staff, and definitely not the BKB right off the bat. I don't think the BKB is going to do that much this game for the bat. I mean, it's not a bad item by any means, but
it makes sure that if he goes in for initiation, he's confident, because then he can't get hit by a slow or a stun from Shackle or Hex. Then he can get off a very good lasso. But that's the reason why, because they are trying to fight. They got BKB on AM as well. So
oh,
it shows
AM.
that
They get the
no,
ward
Hex.
vision. Doom.
Oh, that was close. Oh dear, that Manta.
Quick Manta, yeah.
That Manta thing.
Oh. No pick off.
They got a 10-second BKB. Yeah, that was a 10-second BKB on the AM. They can push right away.
I think if they led with June on the WinRanger with the Hex, they probably
Yeah, actually, because the Doom has a long, very
Yeah,
quite a hard
they need
time
the
now.
insta lockdown. Ferrari now going to catch up Banana and doesn't get the Manta dodge off, but doesn't matter.
Alright, they got the Vengeance Aura, so they slow down the push.
Well, tier 1 still falling fast, but the split push is happening.
They're doing the right thing. They're split pushing top, they're split pushing bottom, and Invoker is waiting behind the AM. This is the best play there.
Oh, Bat Rider split, yeah.
2 heroes, keeping 2 heroes. They have to be very careful here still. Oh, Doom still has ultimate.
Yeah, he's going to run into Mu here, but does not have detection.
Do they even have a gem on anyone?
I don't believe they do yet. A has sentry wards, and I think that's the extend. Yeah, Scarith has dust and sentries
they
as well.
need to get a gem at this point, because this is the point where I'm not sure if they know the Invoker has a Hex, but this is the point where Invoker will be just trying. When you don't see the Invoker on lane, and Invoker is a hero that jungles fairly slow, and if you don't see the Invoker on lane, he's most likely trying to, especially a crossback Invoker, he's most likely trying to set up kills with Ghost Sword. So you need a gem for when the game goes to this point.
Well, we'll see how Newbee do things, and definitely having this split push, this Cloud9 style of play seems the right approach.
They got a gem on the Skyrath now.
Yeah. You're a prophet, WinteR. You know too
They
much.
probably want to give it to the Doom though, or the WinRanger, I think.
Yeah. AA's definitely not the Ancient Apparition. He's just going to be sitting back throwing ultimates from as far away from as possible. And
yeah, I think WinRanger would be
WinRanger.
the ideal target, I guess.
Yeah,
for
drops the 1, picks up the gem. So we'll see June also going for a Lincoln Sphere now, it looks like, with the ultimate orb.
Oh yeah, definitely. For the lasso.
Yep. So the farm continues for both sides, and IG seem for the most part to be getting the better of it.
Here comes the bat though.
Yeah.
They're still trying to take fights though. They feel that they actually, Newbee feels that they're actually strong enough to take engage. I think if Bat Rider gets the lasso on the Doom, they will win the fight immediately. If he gets the lasso on the Doom. But if he doesn't get the lasso on the Doom and Doom gets ultimate on probably the AM on the Invoker, AM would be the biggest target, then IG wins the fight.
Yeah. PA now with an Abyssal Blade means that if you're focusing all this effort to kill someone like a Doom, you're not going to have that much disable for the
They
PA.
just smoked up, fucker. They just smoked up. Probably gonna get the windrunner? Nope.
No
Just gonna back
turnaround.
off.
They deward, and I think Newbee decide they don't really want to fight into.
Oh, somebody's alone.
June?
Oh,
He hung around for too long. Gonna get burst down here, and
no chance.
did he lost the gem as well?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was carrying the gem.
No.
Now
That-
Bat Rider has the gem.
That was a big
That was a
moment
big
of just
blunder. Yeah, that was a big blunder.
lost focus for a bit there, because his team were nowhere near him, and he just kept on farming when they kind of knew Newbee were around that area, so I think
it
June just lost
happens.
focus.
You felt like you were safe. You can push up one wave before you back off. Like it happens a lot, and then you just die because the enemy has Bat Rider. Against Bat Rider, you can't afford to take such risks because he can always get the initiation easily on you.
Oh, here comes your Invoker, Ghost walking from behind, and
Oh,
we'll get
Sansa.
scouted out by a creep as Visage has already been blown up, and Antimate's gonna go blinking in. Wants to fight Ferrari.
Abyssal! Abyssal!
Oh, Hal thinks he can win this fight because of the MKB, but that is not the case. He goes back in now, looking to bring down Ferrari, but he gets
the
crit! Ferrari! Oh, thank you, lucky Dota gods. He's just
Look at
found
the
a
evasion. Evasion's
huge
gonna
piece
save
of
him.
RNG. Getting chased down by the birds, but those will not keep up with him.
They took that fight 4 versus 5, knowing that they can still win the fight when the Bat Rider doesn't have lasso.
Well, PA goes big with a couple of crits there.
God, that last crit, the AM was like at 60% health, 70% health,
Yeah.
around there.
I think AM got cocky because he just purchased his MKB, so he's like, I can definitely fight this PA because of my MKB, but PA with Abyssal, not to be underestimated.
Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Oh dear.
Aegis now on
They-
Ferrari's
They
PA.
got so much when they got the gem and suddenly they just lost everything. And even fall further behind because of the rush.
Well, at least they still have the gem, WinteR.
At least they still. You will never ever run out of, like, there will always be something good going for the team.
Glass half full. For now, Newbee will take what they can get. They're down 16 kills to 33, a 10k net worth lead for the Invictus Gaming squad, and they need it because they start down 1-0. This best of 5 is going to be a 1-0 winners bracket advantage to Newbee to start things
that
off.
lead is gonna get a lot bigger once, you know, look at the map. There's still so many towers for Newbee because they were split pushing quite well. And IG doesn't have the heroes that can clear the wave as quick as Newbee though. So as soon as IG takes down all these remaining towers, they're gonna have at least like 15,000 gold, maybe even more.
Yeah. Well, Bat Rider gets his boots to travel up now, so we're kind of reaching that late game where all the heroes in the game are getting their items. The supports are getting their 4-staffs, their Ghost Scepters. Well, we're also getting Vengeful Spirits
Stop.
getting blown up.
Coup de grace.
Yeah. And I guess you slow down the push. There we go. There's that glass half full.
That's
Push
how
has
you
been
pronounce
slowed
it,
down.
Coup de grace.
It is the coup de grace.
Oh, this might actually be even more than the tier 2. Do they want to still push or not? They want to wait for the AM. The Doom is already heading top, anticipating the AM might actually go. And AM doesn't see the Doom anywhere on the map. They don't have vision on the jungle. They only have one ward for the Radiant side
Well,
at the bottom
he's
jungle.
got Manta Illusion scouting out, and Luo.
It's really good. Very good play. He notices the Doom is missing from the map for quite some time, and he immediately senses danger and sends his like illusions to scout. He would have died if the IG side had smoke, but yeah. But that was still a very good play. He knows that they were coming for him. Rabbit comes down bottom. He still has the gem dropped by IG by June before. Oh, Luo is gonna run up to get a creep. Oh, he's gonna die.
Rabbit, yeah, he's going for it. In comes your anti-mage, and Luo should be dead. The Mana Void is a bit late. Doesn't do any damage, but doesn't matter. Gets the kill regardless.
Yeah, that was a big kill. They are able to buy a lot of space, and they can farm. His teammates were going to be able to farm the map. Middle lane, PA comes in with the 4-star, throws the dagger. He's gonna chase. Oh, the Hex gonna actually save him.
Defensive Hex, yeah.
You need Ghost Scepters though on these supports. I'm not even kidding. There's only one Ghost Scepter on the Visage now. Venge needs the Ghost Scepter very badly.
It does feel like Newbee just always end up in these long 50, 60, 70 minute games. Definitely seems to be like partly their playstyle in some ways.
Dude, welcome to Chinese Dota.
Well, it's more Newbee Dota. IG are normally the team who end games in 30 minutes when they can, but Newbee are like, let's drag things out. We can
Like
do this.
Play long marathon games.
But normally their decision making's pretty good, although House Void did kind of let them down one game yesterday, but for now, things so far have been solid, even playing from behind from Newbee, as far as overall late game decision making goes, but It's
Actually
tough.
wondering what's the AM's next item. Probably Butterfly would be the best. Like you
Yeah.
talk about AM not wanting to buy MKB, but in this game he doesn't really have a choice.
So he has one less item slot to work with.
Yeah, it's really annoying when you have to buy MKB on anti-mage, because you usually want to have Butterfly plus Abyssal on that hero.
I guess the other option is he goes Abyssal to fight the PA.
Yeah, but then he doesn't have the attack speed. He doesn't have that much attack speed.
Yeah. No, it's not ideal. The other option is he could go something like an Assault Cuirass, but...
Yep, that wouldn't be too bad, but I think Butterfly would
Yeah.
always be the choice. Then you force the PA to get a
Yeah.
MKB.
You can go Butterfly, and then if PA gets an MKB, you later on like replace the Butterfly with the Assault Cuirass or whatever it may
Yep.
be.
Yeah, if you get super late. And here comes
Yeah.
the bat. Haste Rune! Haste Rune! Oh,
Lincoln Sphere! That's a new purchase. Rabbit's like, oh, okay.
You know, yes.
Your Lincolns.
Yes, Lincolns.
Did not know that. So, you learn something new every day. Meanwhile, mid lane, Illusions just doing their thing, kind of slow pushing. We're not really
Look
doing
at
no
this
damage
Illusion.
under the tower.
They're chasing the support down like...
Man, look at
Sansheng.
Sansheng. He's getting beat down. Forced to pop a mech.
God, it took so long for them to right click, like the evasion. Oh my god. That literally bought them like a minute or so, like 30 seconds. But here comes middle of the gang squad.
Yep. Scarith and Doom on the high ground, and
They're waiting for Windrunner to start the fight.
here we go. I don't know if he actually needed the Doom there. They're probably wishing they had a Doom for How on the anti-mage. Chuan,
Okay!
walk it
Oh,
away.
he almost died!
Oh, nice
almost
swap
died.
there. Saves his life.
Oh, the
Uh-oh,
ice
watch
blast.
out the Ice
The ice
Blast.
blast.
How is going to walk right into it? Oh, no!
He's dead!
It's an Ag Scepter. He has got no buyback. He's short 20 gold. He'll have it
Doesn't
soon.
buyback. Oh no.
He's got it in 12 gold. Okay, he'll have it. He will have it. Just not right away, and they're going to force that buyback as well. Invoker's already used his, and IG
Why?
are inside
They
the
should
Newbee
have
base.
split pushing. They should have been pushing more. Oh dear. Buys back.
It's a very early Hex from the Ferrari. Gets pulled back, but the Hex is worn off, so he's got evasion once more, but
the
Hal does
smoke.
not care. With the MKB, he blows up the PA. Did cost them multiple buybacks to do so. Now they want to chase. Chuan will get caught by the tornado and will be a secondary kill, but they want more. You use two
They
key
might
buybacks.
actually-
You want to catch as many as you can.
They might actually be able to catch the A if they want to chase the
Full
A.
stuff, anti-mage, and AA has not got a good escape here, and they've got no Doom for 30 seconds, so nice blink stun coming in. How? Gonna get hit by the Ice Blast as well, and I think that's gonna signal the retreat.
They can actually go for the top lane, but PA doesn't have buyback. Yeah, PA doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, Skyrith buys back just to help to make sure they don't lose this top
that
lane.
Doom actually was like, if they got the Doom on the anti-mage thing. that
Yeah,
fight-
they doomed the Invoker, but Invoker died in like 1 second flat.
Yeah, but anyway, they still got the aim with the Ice Blast and forced his buyback.
Yeah. No, it ended up okay for IG, but definitely,
Yeah, that Doom was actually unnecessary.
if Hal was maybe a bit more heads up, he could have dodged the Ice Blast or at least been ready for
Yeah,
it.
because he comes through the towers and you have
Yeah.
two side things. You see the projectile flying.
He noticed it like right before it landed, but by then it was like too late to even blink.
Yeah, he might be talking to his team guys. I actually didn't die, and he's like, "You can go. I need time to heal." And
Yeah.
whoop,
Oh, whoops. Spoke too soon.
and the supports are like, "Dude, Ice Blast."
Well,
And he
I
just
wonder
died.
what Chizbug was saying. The two teams can kind of in range of each other, can banter one another and lay down some smack talk, should they so please.
Smack Talk King ROTK.
Yeah, we need ROTK. I guess that's what the role Hal feels. Normally Hal's the one doing the smack talking at these lands as well, but after positions and plays like that, probably not in a position to really do so.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that the research he didn't even try one time to split push with his family. It's like, maybe this is gonna be. It's always like trying to follow the team around. I think he could have gotten a lot more done though if he used it to split push.
Alright, so here's the conundrum. Ferrari's already got his MKB. If you're anti-mage, do you even get the butterfly now, or do you just...
Nope. Oh dear, he has the talisman though.
Yeah. So he hasn't... He can just get rid of the talisman and go for something else, maybe.
Like you mentioned AC, but I'm not sure if that actually would change that much the situation. He's
AC
still
or
gonna
the
get Doom.
Basher, I
He's still gonna
guess.
get Doom and he's gonna be useless. Maybe Lincoln's. Not sure though. It's difficult. Like I don't think anything he buys now changes the situation a lot, because IG has the better, like they have the lead and they have the better heroes to deal with AM late game. Like I just think that he maybe can buy something like the AC would help in split push a lot, but so as the butterfly.
Yeah. That's the thing, as far as split push and like base sieging goes, the two are kind of comparable, so considering PA has the MKB, the AC may be the better choice.
I don't think he should show up in any team fights anymore from this point.
Yeah.
Like he should just try to just grab and get a Rex and on top or on bottom of the map, and his team just buy space. Oh, here comes the bat. He's gonna try and go in.
And we're just gonna try and get the top lane of Raxes. If they can create enough space and cancel some TPs, this could be okay.
The tower's low.
Oh, Doom onto the Invoker though. Antimate just going for the top Rax though. Cheese and A just picked up. Can anyone actually TP top? They're going to get the kill on Moo, but there's still no TPs top yet.
No TP on Renata, no TP on Ferrari as well.
Oh, Rax is being sieged. It's a TP in from the bat.
They don't have TP.
They're going to get a lane of Rax. Anti-Mage sneaks one past IG. He's kind of swinging towards the mid lane. Wants to maybe fight. I don't know about this choice. Ferrari. He's going to bash him. Abyssal as well. What are you doing? You get that Rax and you get out. You don't keep on fighting.
He was heading towards middle.
That is really cocky.
That was just too greedy. Oh dear. I think they actually got a really good trade-off from that. Even though they lost a few heroes and a lot of rush. But getting the top Rex means the next time they go in, they try to push. IG tries to push. He has the opportunity to actually try and backdoor try and get to the throne, because Chris will be going in.
Well, it was fantastic for Newbee until they lost Anti-Mage and Batrider unnecessarily.
Oh my goodness.
That was
80 seconds. I think they got a Rax at least. 80 seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes, no buyback. Yeah, exactly. You take the top Rax, but IG are just going to get a Rax themselves now.
At least they have 2 tier 2s outside at top and bottom.
Yep.
So this would at most be 1 set of Rax.
Well, maybe Banana can just suicide
maybe
into slow the push.
They go for the tower and go for the throne.
Nah, Banana will suicide. Delay the push with the Vengeance Aura. That's the plan. I don't.
Okay, I don't think they go for throne. Not enough time.
It doesn't look like Invoker can Soul. No, they're going
they're
for
actually going for it.
Oh, focus fire onto the tier 4 tower. Invoker's back in 8 seconds. This is your time, Venge. You got to go suicide. Do something, Banana. The minus damage aura. Let's see it happen. Batrider gonna get the pull onto Lua, bring him into the fountain. No Doom's getting used, and Lua gonna die before he can BKB. Great pickoff.
They didn't get anything yet.
Have they made a mistake going for the throne? Does not look like they're gonna get it right now. Ferrari gonna jump on the Banana, but Vengeful Spirit is not a good target to go for. The Ice Blast gonna come in. It's gonna get the kill. They want the throne. Throne getting low. No glyph available. 15 seconds on your Anti-Mage. Invoker's been doomed up. The buyback from the Doom could win the game for IG. Thrown down below half HP. Ferrari finally died. He's got the Aegis though. June now focusing down the throne himself. It looks like it could be it. Ferrari respawns and it's GG. 4 seconds left on the Anti-Mage respawn. They barely bring down the throne. Doom looked like he'd made a mistake there, but he did have the buyback, and IG, ballsy play. If that was Newbee, they go for Raxes every single time, but IG...
That was really close, man.
You know, IG are a team who will take risks like that. If that's Newbee, 10 times out of 10, they go for the Rax.
You might actually be right about if he actually suicided, like try to do something and they get the aura on them, they would push significantly slower.
Yeah, I think
that might actually bought enough time for the AM to actually respawn and join the fight.
He did nothing in the fight anyways. If he just straight up suicides, get that minus damage aura. That's a lot of minus damage.
Yeah, it's a lot of minus
damage.
Like, I'm kidding.
You know, sometimes you just gotta make a ballsy call like IG did going for the throne, and I think that's what Banana needs to do in that Vengeful Spirit. Get the suicide Dota going in.
I seriously think they would have actually bought enough time for the AM to respawn.
Yeah.
Whether they win the fight later is another story, but they would have got enough time for him to be alive. Oh my god, what a game.
Well, fantastic way to start the grand finals here, guys. It ties things up 1 game apiece since Newbee had that 1-0 advantage. So it basically resets now. We've got ourselves a best of 3 series, clean slate for the 2 teams, and IG momentum in their favor after winning game 1. So stick around, guys. Myself, GoDz, and Winter will be bringing you guys game number 2 of this best of 5 series after a quick break.